Book review, the subtle art of not giving a fuck. So I don't have the book on me because I gave it back to my friend who lent it to me last night. But definitely I'd say worth the read. I've had quite a few people who have said that they really liked the book, they enjoyed it. For me, I found it rather boring, shall we say, because everything in that book pretty much is how I already live my life. I don't think it's a secret that I only care about stuff that I care about, and I don't really care about what most people have to say. Because pretty much the principles of the book says to choose your values, and then it's not so much about not giving a fuck about everything, it's about not giving a fuck about stuff that doesn't matter to you. And so choosing those values, choosing those things that are of value to you and that matter to you, and then only caring about that, and the rest of it can go whatever. And so I got a few notes here. Problems. Yeah, find the problems that you enjoy solving and stick with those ones. So life is full of problems. You're never not going to have a problem. Yeah. And speaking of problems, it says person who has no problems goes and invents them. So I found that quite interesting. Most of the shit that we have going on in the world today, talking about privilege, talking about white supremacy and all this shit, it's a lot of it comes from privileged people themselves. I know for a fact most of the islanders who want to talk on and on and on about privilege, about systemic racism, about all that stuff, are people who are actually what we used to call more of the plastic side, the ones who are actually well off, who haven't had to really struggle in a long time. Majority, I'm not saying everyone, but you see the people who, they got no other problems, they got nothing else to fight about, so they want to go and take these things on and throw off their privilege, whatever. Emotions. When he talks about emotions, it's interesting. Says that emotions are simply just signals to head in a certain direction, and I think that's it's just signals that your body's giving you about a situation. A lot of people don't understand that they're completely ruled by their emotions. If they were a horse, the emotions would be like I don't know what you call it, the steering thingy, the reins. There we are. See, I guess there's a reason why we have you here. People are like that. And then the last one, you are not unique. Yeah. So many people, they think that theirs is the only pain, theirs is the only heart that's been broken, they're the only one that suffered racism, they're the only ones who ever had cancer. It's not unique, okay? There's nothing new under the sun. The whole world has experienced everything before. You're not special, you're not unique, okay? Just get on with life. Actually, the last one is, you're gonna die. And I said a video about this maybe a week ago, but bring this back, you're gonna die. And so your life is limited, finite. The people who are important to you, they're gonna die. And so you only have a certain amount of fucks to give in this life. So choose selectively where you put it. Stop getting outraged over everything. Stop being, picking a fight over everything. Don't be fucking dumb, man. It's just dumb. So for me personally, this book didn't bring anything new. In fact, we could have replaced the cover with How Christian Lives His Life, and it would have been pretty similar to that. Apart from, I probably have more of a spiritual, theological side to it. But yeah, so it's a really good book. I think it was good. Personally, I'd have to put it around maybe 7.1 out of 10, 6.9, 7.1. That's where I'm thinking, 7.1 out of 10. But it was good. It was a good book.